You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hello, pet parents. This is Michelle Fern, host of Best Bets for Pets on Pet Life Radio. Okay, all you pet lovers, just like I deal with the test crew, I'm sure you deal with at home. What do we have with our pets? We have messes. Don't you love it? You have a pet, you have messes. I have such a great solution for what to do about all those surprise messes when we come back from this break from our sponsor. We'll be right back.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Pet Life Radio, the #1 pet radio network on the planet, joins forces with iHeartRadio to put the power of your pets in your pocket. Awesome! Download the iHeartRadio app and rock Pet Life Radio on your phone, on your tablet, on your Xbox, in your car. Pet talk, pet tunes, and fun pet times. Pet Life Radio and iHeartRadio. Positively Possum.
Hi, this is Jody Miller-Young from Bark & Swagger. Tune in for everything pet fashion and more. From fashion tips and runway trends, products and designs I love, to fabulous home decor for your furry friend, you'll find it all here. Be the first to discover the new. So what are you waiting for? Find me on Pet Life Radio. And remember, when fierce fashion calls, Bark & Swagger.
Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com. Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce John Alessi. He's the president of Whip-It Inventions. Welcome, John.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be on the show.
I am so excited to have you. For everybody listening out there, and if you have a pet, you know what I mean about this when you get messes. You know, it's like sometimes a little surprise or whatever. And Whip-It has a lot of great solutions for these little magical surprises. Tell everybody what's Whip-It, because a lot of people listening probably like, what's Whip-It? I've heard of that 80s song, but what is Whip-It?
Whip-It is an all-purpose, all-surface, eco-friendly cleaner that is truly unique. I would have to say it's probably the most powerful eco-friendly product you'll ever use, and we're so excited to talk to you about it today. It's an incredible product because it's made from plant-based ingredients, so there's no harsh toxic chemicals in it whatsoever. There's no acid, there's no ammonia, there's no bleaches, there's no dyes, there's no harsh chemicals in it whatsoever. But what's interesting about the product is that it truly works. You know, you got to think about it. You know, most of us are pet owners and we love our pets. Pets are like our children. You know, as our children, you know, they walk on bare feet on floors, just like children, you know, put their hands in their mouths. Pets put their paws in their mouths. And one of the key things for us is making sure that we have a cleaner that not only is effective, but yet it's safe to use around your family and, of course, your pets.
You mentioned a couple things. First, you know, no matter all pet lovers, the test crew, and people hear me talk about the test crew, they're my testers. I have my personal test crew, and then I have other testers. And I did try Whippets with the personal crew because they're messy on their own. They're just, you know,
we all are.
I discover like some stuff I discover, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's just Dennis leaves me surprises, and he's a cat, and I'm not as familiar with cats as I am with dogs. And so sure. I think it's a fur ball thing that every so often I see, but, you know, whatever it is, and it's always, you know, on carpet or something. And I tried with it. I tried the sample thinking, all right, I hope this works because I like that it's all natural. And I was super impressed that it got it out. And this was something that he probably made the mess in the middle of the night. So had it been on the carpet for a good 6-7 hours.
We have so many people that have experiences like yourself where, the dog will leave a mess, whether it's a dog or a cat, whether it's a fur ball or they went number 1 or number 2. Those stains are real stains, and they're often very, very difficult to get out. What's unique about Whip-It is it literally breaks up the chemical bond of the stain upon contact. As I mentioned, there's none of those toxic chemicals or ingredients in the product. It's truly unbelievable in that, upon application, it literally lifts the stain. I hate to be so general about it, but it really is that simple. We pride ourselves on formulating products that are, not only eco-friendly, but that they truly work, that they're substantial in their cleaning abilities and their cleaning power, and we pride ourselves on them. There's just so many toxic products out in the marketplace right now that it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, and we were really green before being green, I guess, became cool. And we're happy that it's cool. But one of the things that there's a void in the marketplace right now that unfortunately many products out there that are traditional mass market clean products are not only are they not effective, but many of them are completely toxic and they're not safe to use around your family and your pets. With Whip-It, we wanted to create not only a powerful product, but one that obviously it's extremely safe.
I love the fact that Whip-It's, very safe for my pets, and it's, very green, and that most importantly, it works. How did the idea for Whip-It come about?
That's a great question. We totally grew organically. This product, believe it or not, was not initially developed for the pet industry. It was developed strictly for the marine industry. You got to think about it. Back in 1989, there were no products in the industry, in the marine industry, that were eco-friendly. My partners, my husband and wife, the husband, he was a professional bill fisher, and he was tired of all the toxic chemicals that were being poured into our oceans when these boats would come in and they would clean off these large vessels. And they had toxic chemicals, acids, ammonia, bleaches, really, really toxic chemicals. And, he wanted to create a formulation that was powerful yet safe, and it could be used on all the different surfaces. If you think about all the surfaces that are on a boat, fiberglass, glass, teak, wood, carpeting, plastics. There's so many different types of surfaces, yet our customers were using the products on their boat. It was working so well that it really grew organically. They started to take the product in their homes, and it was like the aha moment for our company where we decided, okay, we have a wonderful cleaning product. We've got to get this out to the masses. And we really started in the professional space. So we went from the marine into strictly selling to nothing but commercial cleaning companies and institutions. And just 3 years ago, we went retail with Home Shopping Network here, the shopping channel in the United States, and Bed Bath & Beyond just recently this year. So we're really excited.
That's an exciting story. That's pretty interesting. And it's so true how it's interesting how some products, they just grow out of an idea for someone thinking there must be a better way to do this. And,
sure,
from marine to pets. I mean, why not, right? And babies and in the home, why not?
Absolutely, absolutely. For us, it was, again, it was just this huge void in the marketplace for, I was actually a customer of the product, by the way. I was a customer of the product. Remember when I mentioned, there was being sold strictly to businesses? Well, one of those businesses was myself. A salesman knocked on my door. He said, look, give me 5 minutes of your time to show you this product at work. And I'm like, okay, I'm not usually the type of okay, come on into a stranger, come on into my place. But I let him in, and he showed me the most incredible demonstration where he knocked out the craziest stains all over my office. And I ended up writing a check and buying a case of it. And for 10 years, it became my go-to product. I loved the product so much, I had to invest in the company. And my first goal with the company was, okay, we got to take this to retail, and we got to take this to the everyday customer. So we're super happy with, the success the brand has had. We're excited about the products that are in development. But the base product with it, it's really strong, especially for those pet owners. They are really our guiding light within our customer base.
let's talk about pet owners and the pet stains and that sort of thing. A lot of pet products out there. One of the things with pet products and with pets, they do their number ones, and then after it's cleaned up, they come back and do their number ones in the same spot because they could still smell it even though the stain's gone. How does Whip-It take care of that?
Whip-It is a completely proprietary formulation. Our formulation is really unique. It's made from eucalyptus, citrus, corn, salt, non-ionic surfactants. I can't tell you the secret of the product, but I can tell you this, that it eliminates the stain, it eliminates the odor. We did, however, launch an odor neutralizer that will get really deep into the pad, which is a fantastic product. If you do have a tough dog stain, Whip-It will completely knock out the stain. It will take out the majority of the smell, but sometimes, especially if it's urine, like cat urine, unfortunately, if those get deep into the pad, like under the carpet, you really need a product that's more of like a odor neutralizer, which will instantly neutralize the stain, and we have one of those as well, which is our Odor Bully odor neutralizer. But yes, it's the effectiveness of our formulation. It literally breaks up the chemical bond of the stain, and the pets, they do not come back. It's a really interesting product.
Well, I'm thrilled to hear about that because, luckily, Dennis is a good cat. He does his business in his litter box all the time. Except for the first day he walked in because I didn't know how to manage a cat with litter, and it was my fault, and it was a number 2. And let me tell you, cat number 1 or number 2, it's anything that comes out of a cat is worse than a dog. But so many people have problems with either cats or dogs, and dogs when they relocate to a new place, when the dog has a new diet or cat has a new diet. There's a lot of different factors that even though the whole task crew is housebroken, but sure enough, almost once a week there's this little mystery spot, and I don't know what happened. Someone decided they're coughing up something. And everybody's healthy, but there's always something. So I love the fact that there's something green that takes away the stain, because I don't like the idea of using all those chemicals around the animals. They lick the carpet. I don't know why. They just lick it sometimes. And it's better that, there's no chemicals that they're licking. There's enough out there already. I don't have to add to it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you know what? You have to use common sense if you think about it. You mentioned it. You hit it on the spot. There's so many toxic chemical cleaners out there that many of us aren't just aware of. I can guarantee you that probably a large majority of the listeners that are hearing this right now, they probably have at least one toxic cleaner or chemical under their kitchen sink. And it's just using some common sense, and there's other alternatives. Look, we'd love for you to try Whip-It and try our product, but there's many ways to clean effectively in your home using vinegar and water that works great for just, simple like light surface cleaner, or baking soda with, warm water and salt. Those are great for scrubbing out stains, and baking soda is a wonderful odor eliminator. There's just many at-home remedies that you can use that, you don't have to necessarily go to the store and buy a specific cleaner. But it's just being more aware. As pet lovers, pets are like I said, they're truly like children. Like, just because you own a pet doesn't mean you can't have a clean home and obviously an eco-friendly environment, something that's safe to use around your family and pets, for sure.
Now, what kind of forms does Whip-It come in? I know that there's a spray solution for animals. I've seen don't you have a personal stain remover type product as well?
Yeah, well, we have Whip-It comes in a couple forms. We have our Whip-It. It's our original formulation. It's in a pre-mixed bottle, ready-to-go sprayer. It comes in a 32-ounce sprayer, which this product this will knock out any hardcore stain, pet stain that you may have. It's wonderful. And then we also have it available in a concentrate, which the value is great. The 132-ounce bottle of concentrate can make up to 8 bottles of super strength Whip-It premix. And then we also have these stain pens, which they're called our Little Bully stain pens, or emergency stain pens. And it's just Whip-It on the go. It's for those emergency stains that you may have in your home or in your office.
That comes handy because we talk about our pets being messy. We don't want to admit we're messy too. So that's a great handy tool to have too.
Definitely. And our odor neutralizer, Odor Bully, is fantastic. We're so excited about this product. This is our instant odor neutralizer. We are launching it in a couple different scents for the new year, for 2015 in January. We're really excited about the odor neutralizer. Once again, it eliminates odor at the molecular level. It's a beautiful product, highly recommended. And if you do own a dog or a cat, an odor eliminator is a must-have. It really is. Most people, they think that if there's an odor, obviously you want to try to clean up the stain, and they often mask the odor with some type of fragrance. It's non-toxic, it's non-masking, there's no perfumes, no VOCs, so it's not going to, radiate any toxic fumes. Fantastic. We're really proud of this product, and we're going to do a really nice launch in January of our scented Odor Bully.
That sounds wonderful, John. Now,
Thanks.
Everyone that's listening is thinking, okay, sounds good, put on my to-do list, because obviously if it's good for our pets, it's good for kids too and messy people.
For sure. It's great for messy husbands, messy wives, messy children, messy dogs. It's really a wonderful product. And I'm really not just trying to plug my company. I was truly a customer. It really is an unbelievable product, and hopefully everybody gets a chance to pick it up.
Where can they pick it up?
You can pick it up at any Bed Bath & Beyond in the United States or Canada. We always recommend our customers to come to our website at AmazingWhip-It.com. And we're on the Home Shopping Network here in the United States almost monthly. We sell out nearly every show. They actually have some really nice offers, both at Bed Bath & Beyond and Home Shopping Network. So you can catch us at any of those outlets, and we're growing. That's the wonderful thing about our company is we are launching new products. We are growing our retail distribution, and it's an exciting time.
Well, wonderful. What about internationally? We're lucky enough at Pet Life Radio and Best Bets for Pets that we have a lot of international listeners past Canada and the U.S. Is there a place where they can purchase? Can they contact you at your website?
I love it. I love the fact that you have international customers. We are working on solidifying our international distributors right now. And at the current time, we've been concentrating on the U.S. However, we have plenty of international customers that order through our website. And for those that order, if they mention your radio station, we'll give a super special discount, and I'll throw in a special gift, maybe some pens or an extra product. I'll do that for all your listeners. It'd be my pleasure.
Okay, wonderful. So, John, we talked a lot about Whip-It, and it's eco-friendly. It's good for animals, probably good for babies too, kids. What are some of the items that people looking for? Because you're the expert out there. You've, tested and retested your product and all of that. What should people look for and make sure that what harsh chemicals are not in products that they're using for cleaning purposes?
Great question. Number one, absolutely. There are some toxic chemicals that you cannot use around your family or on your pets, and ammonia being one of them. You find them often in the oven cleaning products, in glass and stainless steel cleaners, chlorine, which are often in disinfectants and toilet bowl cleaners. And don't allow your pet to swim in the pool. That exposure to the chlorine is awful. Glycol ethers, which are in glass cleaners and carpet cleaners and stain removers, acids of any sort, bleaches. These are absolutely toxic. They're 100% do not use them. You really want to use something with, that contains no VOCs, which are the volatile organic compounds, which are chemicals which have that high vapor pressure that radiate those awful scents. And if you use your common sense, if it smells really horrible, chances are it really has a toxic chemical in it. So no VOCs. And trying to find products that are made from plant-based ingredients or organic. So plant-based ingredients are wonderful. We're proud that Whip-It contains made from all plant-based ingredients. non-ionic surfactants, and it's very safe. You'd be very surprised. A lot of people, aren't familiar with some of the signs also in pets. If you see your dog or cat and their paws, they have the skin, if it's red, or if it's raw, or there's blisters, or if they're pawing at their mouth, or they're drooling, or they're not eating, or they have tears in their eyes. Look for those symptoms, because those are symptoms that chances are they have been exposed to those toxic cleaning products and their body is reacting. You just have to be very cognizant of your animal's behavior, because it can be life-threatening to the animals. We've heard horrible stories from pet owners who, not knowing, it wasn't in their heart, they just didn't know any better, that they exposed their dogs while cleaning their bathroom, and the toxic bleaches and chemicals that they use to clean their tubs, unfortunately, they passed away. And it's hearing awful stories like this, and there's so many out there. It's a real tragedy, but there's simple things we can do just by using a little common sense. It really comes down to that, and knowing that there's certain chemicals out there that are just completely off the list. You shouldn't even have them under your sink. And we're proud that Whip-It, with Whip-It, we wanted to create a product that is just as powerful, more powerful than those toxic-based chemicals, yet that are safe to use around your pet and your family. And that's where I see our point of difference is with our product, in that, they're ultra high performance, yet that they're safe.
Well, that's great information for all the pet lovers out there, and so useful, very important info. So thanks, John.
Thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure to be on the show, and I'm sure my little dog, Lulu, is listening in. I love it.
I'm sure Lulu's a good Whip-It tester, huh?
I love that dog. I will take a bullet for that dog, by the way. Aww. I love that dog.
I think most...
we love our animals.
Oh, yeah.
They're like children.
Oh, yeah. I call them my fur babies. Now, you have a great offer for Pet Life Radio listeners, for Best Bets for Pet listeners. We're going to do a special offer, so tell our listeners, what is that offer?
For anybody who orders Whip-It, I first want to thank you so much for your support. But for anybody who orders Whip-It, if you put in the promo code PETLIFE on our website, we'll give you a bottle of Whip-It to go. It's our travel size Whip-It. It's great for your purse, for your baby bag. Keep one in your home. They're wonderful. It's our original strength Whip-It, which is incredible. It's great for those pet stains. It's great for those laundry stains. It's great for all those different types of stains. It'll be your spray with any purchase. So we'd love to do that for all your customers.
Thank you so much, John. And listeners, this information will also be on this segment of the episode page, which is for every episode. John, I'd like to thank you so much for coming on Best Bets for Pets and telling all the pet listeners out there about the Whip-It products.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day.
Thanks, everyone. I'd like to thank John of Whip-It Inventions for telling us all about Whip-It products. They're eco-friendly, they're green, and they work. You guys have no idea. The 3 testers they're so messy, and they leave little surprises. I don't know why. I think they get in cahoots and say, I'm doing the mess this time. They talk their language. I'm doing the mess this time. No, it's my turn this time. Whatever. There's always a little surprise. They step in something. You know how it is, pet for parents. And this is a great promo. This will be, if you're listening, don't worry about writing anything down. Just go to Best Bets for Pets. It will be the Whip-It product episode, and you just go ahead and put Pet Life in the coupon area, and you'll get a free travel size sample with your purchase. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks to Dennis, Mr. Z, and Nikki for being messy so I could use Whip-It and clean up their messes. And thanks to my guest. Thanks to my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guests sound great. And thanks to all the fur parents for listening. It is so appreciated. Keep on listening for great shows.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.